Hey guys, this is Return to Tennis. I'm Aaron and thanks for returning. We got another one today. The weather's been holding for us. We got another one. We got another head racket today. What do we got? Well, I hunted one down. It was hard to find one of these at a price I was comfortable with. I finally scored one. Caught somebody trying to get rid of one quick. Got it for like $65 plus shipping. Fantastic. So what is it? It is a Head Youtek Speed Pro. Now, why was I excited to get one of these? Why was I trying to hunt this down? If you go buy the brand new Speed Pro, Speed MP, whatever, especially the last 2 or 3 generations, they are all 100 square inches. Okay? This Speed Pro is from 2009, 2010 issue. That is, if we watched my previous video on the Prestige Classic, you know that Head from 2013 on measured from the inside of the hoop. But starting before 2013, all their rackets before 2013 were measured on the outside of the hoop, which means this is not a 98. It's listed as a 98. It even says it on the throat, 98 inside. It's not. It's actually 95 square inches. So it's a Head Speed Pro at 95 square inches. What else? Massive heavy. 350 plus grams. I weighed it when it came in. It had a leather grip. It came in exactly at 350 grams with the strings. I took the leather grip off. All I've put on here is an overgrip. It's just the pallet under here. There's no other grip. I was trying to bring this weight down. I got it down to 333. Of course, that is going to affect the balance, which is important with this one because stock, 350 grams, 5-point headlight, technically from the inner hoop 95 square inches, 345 swing weight. That is massive. I've never hit anything that's as big as this on swing weight. This has more swing weight than an RF97. Now it's probably sitting at about 3-point headlight because I've reduced weight in the handle, so it's a little bit more head heavy. I have hit it in drills. I've only hit a few serves with it. I struggled. Flat serves started to come around once I got a feel for it. But slice serves were difficult, which is crazy because slice backhands were phenomenal. I was really able to knife backhands with this racket. Strung it down at 54 pounds with Youtek's Quadro Twist. So we're gonna get out. We're gonna get some film with it. Like I said, I've hit it a little bit. I do like how it feels. The head size is a little small, very stiff. Listed RA is a 70. It is a very stiff racket. I don't know if I'll be able to play this just because of how stiff it is. Maybe bad on my arm. Is it me? Or is that head shape really round? Like almost a circle. The frame here, the hoop is very circular. I'm more used to that tapered into the throat kind of teardrop almost looking shape. But this one seems really rounded, almost a ball. So it's a bit different. Maybe that was to help enhance the sweet spot. 18 millimeter beam, very thin. Extremely maneuverable at the net. I hit some fantastic volleys with this earlier this week. Very maneuverable, comes around quick, very stable because of its weight, but it is a lot of racket to handle. Something rare or something kind of unique about the 2009 frames, they actually had Novak's signature on the throat. I believe this is the only version of the Head Speed Pro to have Novak's signature. Does that mean it's the closest to what he plays? No, not really. It's not. But it is kind of an interesting feature that they would have a signature line with Novak that actually isn't the racket he plays. So, weather's good. We're going to get out, get on the machine, hopefully have a good day. If a mix of balls in the bag, it frustrates me. Let's take a look. Here we go. Starting it off the backhands. Always like to warm up with the backhands. Caught such nice weather this week, but this I think may be the end of it. So recap real quick. 18 millimeter beam, listed as a 95 square inch head. I actually measured it up against one of my 95s, and it's really close to a 95. I really don't feel it's a 98. 345 swing weight and currently 333 grams. It's way too much racket for me. I did hit it some in drills earlier in the week, but it just so happened that evening of drills was a pretty low-level group. There was no one in there that could really drive any balls that would kind of pressure me to see how it would play. And so it was easy for me to just line up and hit shots and take volleys pretty easily. But it is honestly, it's like swinging a hammer. It has a lot of weight generating towards the head as you swing through the ball. It only currently probably about 3 points headlight, as I said earlier. It's definitely a high level, almost a pro quality frame. You're going to need to be probably a 4.5, a 5, or a 5.5 player to really make the best use of this racket. I'm not in that level anymore, and this racket is a struggle for me. Every once in a while, I'll get things just lined up just right, and I'll actually hit through the ball nice. And when I do, it feels amazing. Like with any racket. See, that was pretty nice. I like that. I felt slices were really good with it. I can really drive slices easily. But timing the racket was a bit hard for me. It's just so much to try to bring around. It takes a lot more prep, a lot better prep and footwork to use. I even had one of the pros even actually just picked it up when I showed it to him at the club, and first thing he said is, "This feels like a hammer." It does the job. I mean, if you connect clean, you can really smack the crap out of the ball. But it is a lot to get around. The 345 swing weight is a huge factor for me here. That coupled with the fact that the racket is a little heavy, not too much. My other frames that I'm playing are in that 330 range, around 331, 333 weight range, but they're not 3 points headlight. They're not a 345 swing weight, and that's the big difference here. Oh, I was late. But it's, like any racket, when you hit it clean, it just really feels nice. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Been working on my prep on my swing. A lot of times I feel like, I was kind of sideways on that one. Late, back foot. I feel like in a lot of cases I'm not prepping the racket early enough. I'm prepping late. And sometimes I'm okay. I still catch the ball out in front. And other times I'm not. I'm catching the ball back with my shoulder to the back. Not really being able to torque through and rotate through the ball in time. So I've been focusing mostly here the last couple of times I've been out on prepping the racket early. Having an earlier prep time with the racket getting back a little sooner, and then I don't feel as rushed on trying to swing through on the forehand side. It's confusing for me. Almost any racket I pick up, I can hit solid backhands almost immediately. Very rarely am I late hitting a backhand, no matter what frame I pick up. But forehands, my timing is still not there yet. And this is not the racket for me to be trying to do it with. I wanted to try this out, just get a feel for it. Just see how it compared to other frames that I've hit. And the fact that it was a Head Speed Pro with such a smaller head size and such a massive weight really kind of just made me curious more than anything. I have a Speed Pro Graphene 360 Plus that I've played quite a few matches with, and it is a totally different experience. That thing's, that particular model is the previous generation, not the current one, and it's probably sitting at about 327 grams. It's 100 square inches. It's like 6.7 points headlight. It's really interesting to me that between 2010 and whatever model year that was, I think that model year was like 2020 or 2021, how much the Head Speed Pro changed. How it went from what is really very clearly a player's frame, like a pro player kind of stick, to a frame that's more user-friendly. It's more of a rec player's, an advanced or a higher level, intermediate level rec player's frame. Massive change in the line in a 10-year window. It's kind of different. But it, like I said, if you hit it clean, it's nice. But it is a lot of weight. It is a lot of torque. The swing weight is just way too much for me. If it was a more headlight, a little lighter, maybe. But the swing weight is really, really, it's way too much for me to deal with. I won't be playing this, and it won't be playing. It will not be staying in the bag. I probably will take it to the club though, and see if any of the pros want to try it out. See what they think of it. But that is all I got for today, guys. I appreciate you tuning in and watching me shank these balls. Look at, oh my God. Ugh. But they're seeing, if I get prepped early, I get a much, see that one I was not going to be prepped in time. I two-handed it. Anyway, we have only 2 match events left for the year. We have one here before Thanksgiving and one in early December we're going to be playing, and that'll be it for the year for us. We'll probably have our top 10 rackets that we played or that we hit for 2023 coming out here later this year before the end of the year, and maybe we'll get a Black Friday video up. I'm going to hunt around and see where all the big special deals are. But until next time, guys, get off the couch, get on the courts. I hope the weather's better where you are. It was beautiful here, but that's going to change quick. And we'll see you guys next time.